Good morning. It's 6 a.m. I'm Lacey Lowry. A wild pursuit with Oklahoma City police ends in a crash. A witness shares her video with News 9 of that crash that left 2 Oklahoma City officers injured. The story coming up.
And a big story we're following, a McCurtain County jail supervisor is now the first to face criminal charges connected to a scandal that rocked the local leadership. I'm Robin Marsh. What federal prosecutors say he did inside the jail, you'll hear coming up.
I'm Colby. Thelen. The Oklahoma County Jail Trust has named a new interim leader after an unexpected departure of the current CEO. The interim leader now, who is in charge and what questions still remain? We're breaking it down ahead.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Good morning. Glad you're with us. It is 6 a.m. here on a Wednesday morning. We are going out to the State Fair today, Senior Citizens Day, and also I felt so privileged to be one of those that got a little bit of rain yesterday.
Got a little rain yesterday.
And not just a little, it was a lot for about 5 minutes.
It was like intense
gone.
In this tiny little area that you were in, I guess.
Right over Colby.
Full Shawshank. Soaking it in. It was glorious.
Oh, man. Well, we know rain and changes are coming, cooler temperatures, but we still have to get through some of the heat today. Lacey's here eyeing all of that forecast for us. Hi, Lacey.
Good morning, guys. I can tell you're a parent, Colby, because you're like, the rain was coming down. I was waiting on the full book, Itsy Bitsy Spider.
It went up the spout again. It did.
The sun came out. If you could just come over here and dance to my entire first weather, that would be amazing. Do the memes and the motions. All right, guys, big time storms yesterday and last night up across Kansas and Nebraska. That storm complex has weakened, but it's still sparking a few showers this morning in the far northwest and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder through the morning. Dry on Next Gen Live. It is quiet and we are in for a hot day today. Shower taking off just north of Byron. A couple new showers going on right along the OK-Kansas border. We're also watching thunderstorms from Beaver back up to Ashland now, and this is tracking to the east very slowly. Everything's kind of lifting to the north, pulling to the east, so highest rain chances will stay in the far northwest, and we are watching them. This is our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Skies are clear overhead here in OKC. That's a look at the turnpike right there, and that's 67 degrees as the current temperature. Now, our temperature will warm quickly once the sun comes up in the next hour and 15 minutes. We'll see temperatures go from the 60s and low 70s like they are right now, even some mid 70s as you're heading out into the 80s and eventually back to the 90s. It was 92 yesterday. We're expecting similar conditions this afternoon, hot and a little humid. More on the storm chances because we could see some severe weather in the northwest later today. We'll talk about the threats and the timing coming up.
Oh my God! Go, 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 go. Oh my God. No, stop here. You can't go.
Look at this wild video. 2 Oklahoma City police officers have minor injuries from that pursuit that ended in a crash with a suspect on the southwest side. Let me show you the video. It's the video from a witness who captured the ending. This was near I-240 and Santa Fe last night. She tells us the crash was kind of like the scene from a movie.
And I just see a cop and a truck go against each other like this, and it's dragging it all the way under the bridge and everything, and so many cars, and it crashed into another cop. I hope that cop's okay because it looked really, really bad.
The cops were okay, minor injuries. Police say this chase started as a traffic stop near Southwest 44th and Walker. Officers used a tactical maneuver to spin out the suspect. He was taken into custody.
Other headlines this morning, Oklahoma City police are looking for a killer. They say a woman's body was found on the southwest side of Oklahoma City. Police say the woman was found dead in a vacant lot between 2 properties around 3 yesterday afternoon near Southwest 24th and Agnew. The medical examiner will determine the exact cause of death, but they do believe this is a homicide. Again, no one has been arrested. The woman's name has not been released. Oklahoma City police now investigating a shooting at an apartment complex right near Northwest 10th and Rockwell. This was right around noon on Tuesday. 1 person was shot. Several people there at the scene were detained. At this point, though, police have not said if any arrests have been made. We will keep you posted on that update.
A McCurtain County jail supervisor is the first to face criminal charges in a case that would eventually embroil county leadership in scandal. News 9's Kylie Dedman joins us live in Muskogee outside the district court building with the latest on this case. Kylie, good morning.
Colby, good morning. Christopher Johnson is expected to plead guilty this afternoon to federal charges related to an attack on an inmate at the McCurtain County Jail back in 2021. Johnson was a jail supervisor during that time. Now, court documents show Johnson faces charges allegedly orchestrating an assault on inmate Roper Harris while in custody. Now, this case resurfaced after the release of a secret audio in 2023 showing McCurtain County officials talking about lynching black people, killing 2 local reporters, and making a joke about a lady who died in a fire. McCurtain County Gazette reporters were originally in the meeting to investigate Harris's attack and left their recorder on when they left the room. Now, while the Oklahoma Attorney General's office later said the recording had been altered and found no criminal wrongdoing, the fallout led to Commissioner Mark Jennings' resignation and Sheriff Kevin Clardy losing his re-election bid. Johnson is the first to be criminally charged, and again, he is meeting later today at 1:30. We are waiting to see if more people listed in the lawsuit will be indicted. Reporting live in Muskogee, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Kylie, thank you. And that hearing scheduled for 1:30 this afternoon, Kylie will be there and we'll be following.
Your time now 6:06. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Gold. She's watching the roads for us. How's it going, Megan?
Roads are still looking really good for anybody headed out this morning. I've got several shots for you of Broadway extension. If you're headed southbound into downtown right now, good to go. Nothing to slow you down. Remember yesterday we had some heavy downpours pop up. It's still possible we get an isolated shower or thunderstorm this morning, but as of right now, we are good to go and dry. The Kilpatrick Turnpike at Penn looking off to the west, and then down on the south side, I-35 at South 89th, looking off to the north all across the metro. No accidents and no slowdowns. We'll zoom it in into downtown, same deal. So right now your drive times into Oklahoma City are good to go from all directions. Never a bad idea though to give yourself a few extra minutes. Guys, back over to you.
Oklahoma State Superintendent Ryan Walters is not happy the state Supreme Court put his new social studies standards on hold. In the ruling this week, the justices say the State Department of Education cannot spend public funds to enforce the new standards, and that the standards established back in 2019 should be used instead. Well, Superintendent Walters says, quote, the Oklahoma Supreme Court is embarrassing and clearly is out of step with Oklahomans.
Heads up, parents, there is a growing number of parents actually becoming more skeptical about vaccinating their children against certain diseases. This is all from a new poll out by the Washington Post and the nonprofit group KFF, formerly the Kaiser Family Foundation. So excluding vaccines for COVID and the flu, it found 1 in 6 parents actually has skipped polio or MMR vaccines for children. Those parents cited concerns about side effects and perceived risk from the vaccine shot itself.
When it's public health policy, we have people who have been doing research in vaccines for years and years. And yes, you can question science. I'm all about questioning science, but these vaccines have been used for years.
HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has continued to raise doubts about vaccine safety and effectiveness. Oklahoma Supreme Court makes a big decision on the fight for open primary elections here in the state.
It's State Question 836. It would allow Democrats and independents to vote in Republican primaries and vice versa. However, the state GOP sued and it stalled. News 9's Matt McCabe joins us with the arguments from each side.
State Question 836 could soon begin collecting 173,000 signatures it needs to appear on a ballot next year. Tony Stabby is one of the Oklahomans behind the effort. The retired U.S. Coast Guard commander says opening primaries to all voters could increase voter turnout.
And like about half of the military community, I am an independent. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. Been that way for a long time. And in Oklahoma, that means I don't get to participate in the primary because the primary systems are closed.
The Oklahoma Republican Party sued, saying the idea was unconstitutional and misleading. In its opinion, the state Supreme Court disagreed, saying in part, quote, the primary system being proposed is sufficiently described in detail within the gist. Potential signatories who read the gist should not be confused or misled by any label. And, quote, the people's right to propose law and amendments to the Oklahoma Constitution through the initiative process is precious, and any doubt as to the legal sufficiency of an initiative petition should be resolved in its favor. The chairwoman of Oklahoma's Republican Party was not available for an interview on Tuesday, but in a statement she said, quote, "The Oklahoma Republican Party will continue to fight open primaries we cannot uphold our morals if those that do not treasure our values are allowed to influence the representatives chosen for our party." In Oklahoma City, Matt McCabe, Oklahoma's Own News 9.
So if State Question 836 doesn't face any further appeals, the Secretary of State will decide when its supporters can start gathering signatures. 6:10 right now. This Friday is the deadline to register to vote for the October 14th special election here in Oklahoma City. You can register online through the Oklahoma voter portal or send in a voter application through the mail. Though it must be postmarked no later than midnight Friday. You can also register at your county election board. That special election the 14th, considering that $2.7 billion bond. So it's a big election.
It's a big day coming up for sure. All right, we got some changes coming weather-wise, don't we?
Let's check in with Lacie. Swope, how's Wednesday shaping up?
Hey guys, here at the Bob Mills Weather Center. Skies are clear overhead. We're watching closely to, good morning to you.
Hi.
Good forecast.
We see you.
I'm so excited to show you what's going on outside right now. Skies are clear in Oklahoma City. We do have some cloud cover in the northwest, a few thunderstorm chances in the northwest this morning, and maybe some severe storms later today. We'll talk about the threats, the wind and the hail threat. There's a very low tornado risk out in the Panhandle. We'll get to the details of that. In the metro, 92 is where we're headed. Your full forecast is coming up very shortly.
Also coming up, charges are filed against the 22-year-old accused of assassinating conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. Plus, the co-founder of Ben & Jerry's says he's stepping down. Is it Ben or Jerry? Your top national story is coming up next.
And an Oklahoma man accused in the double murder of his parents has been found dead in Texas. What investigators say happened when deputies tried to make contact, it's ahead.
All right, it's time for the bus stop forecast.
There you go. All right, it's going to be another hot morning out there, and we're waiting for the change to come, though.
So the changes that are coming, we've got a couple of storm systems. We have 3 different waves of rain and storms headed our way, a couple of cold fronts. But as far as what we had, we keep having to go back to what we had. That was Canadian air that came in and locked in. It brought a fall feel for several days. That is not showing up.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're still dealing with summer-like heat on your 9 days.
Okay.
I know. I think when we talk cold fronts, everyone just assumes it's
we're jumping back to what we just had. Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Dang.
Today is exceptionally hot. You're perplexed.
Is
Cold.
it the first day of fall, like next Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
We're talking about summertime temperatures?
We got some 70s for the first day of fall.
All
Okay,
right.
today is hot. Today's the hottest day of the next 9. I keep saying that, but that's because our temperatures are going down from here. We're still going to be back in the 90s as the kiddos are getting ready for school. 60s, low 70s, 91 coming up by 3 o'clock today. Definitely a hot one. Our afternoon high will be about 92. And then here's a look at the temperatures. Just to put this into perspective, we do have a cold front. We have cloud cover. We have rain. So tomorrow is much cooler than today. We'll try to make it back up to the lower mid-80s. When the rain begins, though, your temperatures will fall drastically for your Thursday. As far as your Friday into the weekend, lower 80s. The cold front hits Monday, our next storm system with widespread rain. That's going to give us 70s for highs and low 80s into next week. But guys, this is actually just average and typical late September air. That's nothing too crazy, but we are excited for the cool down. I think many folks are ready. Today is a summer-like day with the exception of the northwest where you're going to have more clouds and rain. You've had some rain overnight and early this morning in the Panhandle, out into Beaver County, and also to the north up in Alfalfa County. Take a look across the metro. It is dry to start off the day. There's a little downpour north of Byron, lifting north. All of this that you're seeing is lifting to the north and kind of scooting to the east very slowly. We'll get a few showers here in Harper County over the next couple of hours. So that's where the rain is to start off the day. We are dry. Roads are dry here on our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. That's our SSM Health Cam. Looking off to the eastern horizon, it is 6:17, and right now we still don't have much daylight out there at all. Sunrise just gets later and later. 67 is the temperature. It's 63 in Arcadia, 68 in Wellston, 67 in Tuttle, 70 in Okarche. It's 74 in Fairview, 74 in Lawton. That is warm. Temperatures are being driven by the south wind, 5 to 10. When the gusts are stronger, it's definitely warmer off to the west. Here's your fair forecast. Are you headed to the fair? Many News Niners will be there today, starting at 10 a.m. when the gates open. Temperatures in the 70s, warming to the low 90s. Again, for the fair, you're going to sweat it out enjoy it though. There's plenty of areas to get in the shade, take breaks, find the air conditioning, and cool off. Meanwhile, our trackers will be headed to northwest Oklahoma, keeping an eye out for folks. David and the team will bring you updates if needed as storms develop, and this is going to be the culprit. Big area of spin. You can see the low pivoting counterclockwise there over the Rockies, coming into the plains. So this afternoon and evening, storms erupt in the northwest. Your rain chance in Oklahoma City and down to the south. We can't rule out a few more of those kind of stray and isolated storms, but the more widespread rain and the more organized storms will be in the northwest today. They'll press to the east this evening and weaken. So between 2 and 10, we will monitor for strong to severe storms. Future Next Gen showing that happening. Here come the storms taking off from I-40 to the north, back to the west, and we're dry, mostly dry in the metro. Now these could be wind and hail producers. The low-level winds are going to come together. The wind shear is enough that we may have a brief tornado in the panhandle today. We will watch for that. Not in the likely category at all. More wind and hail and lightning and thunder out of these storms. Overnight, rain continues in the northwest, and in the metro, the highest rain chance will be tomorrow midday into the afternoon for your Thursday, and that will help cool things off. Tonight, it's a 30% chance of rain in OKC. Rain is likely in the northwest. Temperatures will be in the 60s. And here's a look tomorrow. 70s. When it starts raining, many will fall in the 60s in the west. 84 in Oklahoma City. Highest rain chance will be in central, northern, and eastern Oklahoma tomorrow, and even into tomorrow night and early Friday. Friday evening is looking mostly dry. Rain chances go back up Saturday and Saturday night, and there's that cold front moving in on Monday. It's the first day of fall, guys. Back to you.
Lacey, thank you. The suspect in the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk made his first court appearance virtually yesterday. Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, is charged with aggravated murder and obstruction of justice, among other charges. Hundreds of students at Oklahoma State University gathered yesterday evening for a vigil honoring Charlie Kirk.
Meanwhile, police in the UK arrest 4 people. They are accused, look here, of projecting President Donald Trump's mugshot there on Windsor Castle with Jeffrey Epstein next to him. The president and first lady are in the UK. They do plan to dine with King Charles and other members of the royal family later tonight.
Ben & Jerry's co-founder Jerry Greenfield, whose name helped form the ice cream brand's name, has quit the company. The announcement follows years of friction between the co-founders and parent company Unilever over social and political issues.
All right. We're hoping everything's calm on the roads today. No fighting on the roadways, Megan. How we doing?
We're doing good. We need everybody to get along on the roads, right? Hey, our sunrise this morning is right around 7:15, and our last light tonight is right around 8 o'clock. As Lacey mentioned a few minutes ago, we're losing daylight rapidly, just about 12 hours and 15 minutes of daylight. Here is the view from our American Fidelity camera. If you are headed into Oklahoma City from the north side, looks good to go at I-40 in May, looking off to the west. Morning drive picking up there, and then looking off towards I-240 down at I-35 at South 59th. Still no crashes to report to you here on your Wednesday morning, and hopefully we will keep it that way. Right now, drive times from all directions into Oklahoma City are still good to go with normal times. Guys, back over to you.
Megan, thank you. Taking a live look at the Oklahoma City Fairgrounds. This is the Lucky Star Skycam network. The ride's getting ready to go for opening morning, opening at 10 o'clock this morning. Don't forget, News 9 has a booth set up, a big old tent right inside of Gate 1. Swing by, say hi. We'd love to meet you, and you can spin our prize wheel. We're back after this.
Swing by, say hi.
All right, 6:25 on our Wednesday morning. Time for the outdoor forecast. When's the next hunting season start? Soon?
We're in dove season right now.
And October 1st is archery season.
Next week.
Next one, yeah.
It's getting
like a dove.
very close.
Is next week October 1st?
No, 2 weeks away. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
My Halloween decorations.
It's Christmas. I got stuff to do. You know what? We're always looking
Sorry,
ahead,
Lacey.
always planning ahead.
2 weeks away.
Check out this video, guys. Lacie sent this to us, and look at the bobcat, the little mama there frolicking, and look at the little kitten.
Oh my goodness.
Watch it come and pounce. I mean, the camera's set right here, and they just laid down and started playing right in front of the trail cam.
Amazing.
Is that not cute?
That's so
Look at
stinking
his little tail
cute.
flickering.
And there's so much just like actual house cats.
House cats,
Yeah.
exactly. They are precious. This picture was taken late last month. That video was taken late last month. We love your videos. Today, storm chances go up in the northwest. It's going to be hot and summer-like. We do have widespread rain headed our way. Some areas picking up a trace, some areas a half of an inch, some a couple of inches of rain. I'll detail the statewide timing coming up.
Also ahead this morning, 10 years after her sister's murder in Oklahoma City, a Metro woman still searching for answers in the cold case. The steps she's now taking to push the case forward.
And leadership changes continue at the Oklahoma County Jail. The move now raising new questions about the jail's stability. Back after this.
You're watching Oklahoma's Own News 9 this morning.
6:30 on your Wednesday morning, taking a live look at OKC on the Lucky Star Skycam network. Our OCCC cam down the southwest side. Good looking start to the day so far this morning.
Nice.
Look how late the sunrise is, though, compared to where we were just a month ago. Getting a little later every day.
And then I noticed the sun set a little earlier last night.
Yeah, so gorgeous. though,
Because
too,
usually,
right?
guys, when we're going to bed for this shift, it's still very bright outside. Last night I was like, ooh, getting a little darker.
How many sunsets do we get to see? We're taking it in last night from the porch. It's like, oh, this is what that looks like. It's beautiful.
Morning shift.
Go. Lacey's eyeing our forecast today. Lacey, good morning from the Bob Mills Weather Center.
Good morning, guys. We are dry this morning. The sunrise is going to be beautiful, and it is later and later as we nudge closer and closer to fall. Fall officially begins on Monday, and that's when we have equal daylight and equal darkness. Beyond that, we have more darkness than daylight. Today, it's warm enough, hot enough to get storm chances and maybe even some severe storms. The zone runs from Kingfisher to Tologa to Enid to Ponca City. We're watching it for you in northwest Oklahoma. Trackers will be blanketing the area, and if needed, we'll bring you updates. The threats today are large hail and damaging winds. The tornado threat very low, not completely zero in the Panhandle, and these storms will take off much later today. Right now, the storms are ongoing in Kansas, and a few of them are trickling into the northwest. They are not severe. This is not the show for later today. Those storms will develop between 2 and 4 p.m. Right now, dry across Oklahoma City. We'll watch for a very slight chance of an isolated shower. A couple showers trying to go up right on the Oklahoma-Kansas border, and we're watching the thunderstorms slowly making their way to the east towards Harper County. Here's our Lucky Star Skycam network looking off at the eastern horizon, just starting to break daylight. 67 degrees is where we're sitting at the airport. Average high or average low is 61. We are 10 degrees above average this morning in many areas, and our highs this afternoon will be about 10 degrees above average, very summer-like. More on the timing of the storms today, and when the metro rain chances go up, that's coming up.
See, thank you. A man is attacked with a hatchet at an Oklahoma park. It happened at Sequoia Park. That's up in Tulsa. It was last week. This is the fourth violent incident at a Tulsa park, we're told, in a 3-month span. Police say that victim was walking in the park when Michael Jacobs allegedly suddenly started hitting him with a hatchet. That victim is expected to be okay, but police say this attack is not related to those previous incidents.
A grieving Oklahoma City woman wants to bring attention to her sister's unsolved murder 11 years later. The killer was never caught or identified despite clues left behind at the crime scene. The victim is Holly Van Auken. She was murdered in April of 2014. Her sister Lowry, desperate for justice. Technology at the time prevented a DNA analysis of evidence at the crime scene, including a knife used to stab Holly multiple times. Well, Lowry Van Auken has reached out to detectives, and so far she hasn't had any updates.
Let us know where the case is. Let us know what we can do to help out, or if there is anything we can do.
According to Lowry, police had 3 suspects at the time, but not enough evidence to make an arrest. She has started a GoFundMe to raise money to hire a private detective. We have that at news9.com.
It is 6:33 on our Wednesday morning. Hopefully things are good out on the roadways. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Gold. She's watching the roads for us this morning. Megan?
Good morning, Robin. I've got more good news. Roads still look good, no accidents, and hopefully we will keep it that way. The morning drive is picking up here, starting to see a little bit of daylight. Of course, our sunrise, as mentioned, around 7:15 this morning. Down on the south side near Valley Brook at South 66th, looking off to the north, it looks good. If you're coming in from the west side, really good as well. So all across the metro, no slowdowns and no accidents. Again, it is getting busier, but just typical morning rush hour type of a deal. There's the Dallas Junction coming into Oklahoma City. Your drive times are good to go. Just be safe as you hit the roads.
Megan, thank you.
Megan,
we can bring it back
so
here to the desk. Thanks, Megan.
The Oklahoma County Jail Trust has named another interim administrator following the unexpected resignation of Paul Timmons. The board accepted his resignation during Monday's meeting. Timmons took over as interim after former CEO Brandy Gardner stepped down in February. No reason was given for his departure, which came as a surprise, especially after Timmons made it a priority to improve jail conditions and reduce inmate deaths.
After every critical incident, we have a roundtable discussion and we talk about what happened. If there are areas where we need to improve, we look at that and try to figure out ways that we can be better in what we do.
Another unexpected move involved former COO Greg Couch, who was fired in reference to a reported workplace violence threat on August 14th. The board discussed the matter in executive session, but no details were released. In a statement, Couch said he was recently made aware of an allegation connected to his termination, saying, quote, "The allegation is false and does not reflect who I am or the values I have lived by in both my personal and professional life. I am proud of my 35-year law enforcement career," end quote. Couch had been instrumental in bringing radar-based biometric sensors into the jail, technology designed to track inmate vital signs and detect medical emergencies. The trust selected Tim Kimray as the new interim jail administrator. Deanne Stein, Oklahoma's Own, News 9.
Deanne, thanks so much. That story dealing with the shakeup that's been going on with the Oklahoma County Jail as far as that workplace threat that she just alluded to. The jail trust says disclosing those details could seriously impair the ongoing investigation. News 9 will be watching. Also, as you're joining us this morning, new details in the manhunt for a son accused of killing his parents in southeastern Oklahoma. Lisa Monahan gathering more on the sudden end to a week-long search. Lisa, what happened?
Well, Robin, the manhunt for 35-year-old Jeffrey Baker stretched across state lines with authorities tracking him down near the Mexico border. But they say he didn't give them a chance to bring him back to Oklahoma, taking his own life along the state highway. Now, the case began at the home of an elderly couple in Clayton, down in southeastern Oklahoma, just last week. The Pushmataha County Sheriff's deputies went out to check on the couple September 11th and discovered the murder scene at their home. They called in the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, and state investigators quickly named their son, Jeffrey Baker, as a prime suspect. On the run for nearly a week, investigators chased tips across state lines when eyewitnesses spotted him at a Dollar General store down in El Paso, Texas on Monday. The tips helped narrow that manhunt to the highways leading toward Mexico. When deputies spotted him along I-20 there in Texas Tuesday, they say Baker ignored commands and immediately took his own life. Now, his death ends that manhunt, but it leaves a lot of questions about why his parents were killed in the first place. Deputies say Baker was carrying handguns, but they've not yet confirmed whether one of them was actually used to kill his parents. Robin.
All right, and authorities with the Texas Rangers are now leading this investigation, but we do know they are working closely with the OSBI.
Oklahoma Attorney General Gettner Drummond is asking for help to investigate and possibly take legal action against the popular shopping app Temu. The AG says the Chinese company behind the app is accused of unlawfully collecting data and sharing it with the Chinese government. Security and privacy concerns led Apple and Google to suspend the Temu app.
Have you heard about these new safe deal zones in the metro? Basically, if you sell or purchase things through Facebook Marketplace, Edmond Police have set up their own version of a safe deal zone. They're basically areas that you can go, police or deputies are monitoring it, and you can swap out, sell things. They even do child custody exchanges. Edmond's new setup is at the corner of First and Littler. Again, this is for selling things, any type of meetup in person where you think, I hope I'm safe. Well, now you've got these safe deal zones.
That's right at the police station. Exactly. So I hope nothing shady is going to be going on right out there.
You can also go to, like there's a bureau of the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office at the malls. You can go in there and swap out and everything. And if anything goes wrong, I mean, law enforcement's right there.
Yeah, it's almost that you have to do that now.
It's
it used
very
to be just
wise
kind of meet up in a public spot, and those days are gone, you know?
I've never actually had anything happen, but one time I got ghosted And I wish they would have arrested the person that posted me. I drove all the way down to Norman
to buy my
for some
whatever.
Ugg boots. And they never showed up.
I demand my boots. Here's their number. Arrest this man.
It hurt my feelings.
There you go.
And
All
your
right.
You go through all the effort. That's what's
Yes,
so crazy.
I know.
You go through the effort to post it, then someone says they want it, you take it down, and then they have no dog in the fight. They don't care.
First world problem.
I know.
Did you ever get any Ugg boots?
I did later.
Okay.
In store. I paid full price, unfortunately.
How we doing, Lacey, today?
Hey, here in the Bob Mills Weather Center, no complaints, that's for sure. We're excited about your Wednesday forecast. It's going to be sunny. It is going to be hot. A lot of folks have been complaining about the summertime heat. We have to get through today. We'll have storm chances in northwest Oklahoma. There's a live look right now. It is beautiful on that eastern horizon. 92 will be our high, and trackers are headed to northwest Oklahoma. We'll talk about the threats and the timing for storms coming up.
All right, Lacey, thanks so much. Coming up, a McCurtain County jail supervisor is expected to plead guilty to accusations he orchestrated an inmate attack. Our Kylie Dedman is live with the latest. It's coming up after the break. Welcome back. Lacey is still mad about someone ghosting her over those Ugg boots. Yeah, this one. We said you were boot hurt.
It was like 9 years ago, and I'm still hurt about it. Yeah, did you say I was boot hurt?
You're boot hurt instead of butt hurt.
It's something so relatable, though, selling stuff online and the frustrations that go with it. Yeah, when you hold an item for someone and they no-show.
Or you think you have something and you're like, I got a good deal. And they're like, oh, actually, I sold it yesterday.
Actually, you're like, I hosed you. So.
They were so comfortable, I just decided to keep them.
I kept those Ugg boots.
Like, is this item still available? And you're waiting and waiting and waiting. You know?
Yep. It's always a thing. Ticket sales as well.
Oh my God.
Right now, the hot commodity football games coming up.
Yeah.
OSU game, they're playing at home.
Friday
OU,
night,
Tulsa
right?
Hurricane, that's
Yeah.
Friday. OU game is going to be on Saturday, and it's a 2:30 kickoff, so it's an earlier
How's
game.
the weather going to be for both those?
We'll have a slight chance of rain in Norman, so we're watching for that. Stillwater looks mostly dry. Now, we have some storm chances to get through between now and then, and a beautiful. Isn't that nice?
Ah, it's nice.
Stunning. Those Oklahoma skies, I tell you, they really show off. This is our Lucky Star Sky Cam network all across the metro. Some high, thin clouds. Not seeing any vertical development like we had over the past couple of days, where we had some of those cumulus clouds about this time of morning not showing up. So we are dry across central Oklahoma. As you head out, we do have a few thunderstorms in the northwest. Let me show you the forecast for football games coming up. Now, Friday night lights are looking good for most of the high school games. Here's a look at Boone Pickens Stadium, 6:30 coming up this Friday. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s for tailgating around Stillwater, falling into the 70s by the fourth quarter. We will have a light breeze, and as of right now, rain chances look very minimal. Those rain chances early in the day look to taper off. Now, flip that around to Saturday. More cloud cover develops through midday, and we will have a chance for some showers, especially as we get into the latter half of the day Saturday. So that does increase the rain chance to 30%. Partly cloudy down in Norman, still have a chance to get into the mid-80s, and we'll kind of fine-tune that forecast as it gets closer. We're watching the rain going on through Kansas, Nebraska, and look at it wrapping around and spinning around that area of low pressure. The backside of the low, that's the cold front that moves in overnight tonight and into tomorrow. You'll notice the difference between today and tomorrow. It's pretty drastic. Right now, though, we're on the warm side of things. Cold front has not made it. We are already seeing temps in the mid-70s. Showers taking off near May, south of Buffalo. Thunderstorm there. That is in Beaver County heading into Kansas, and the rain in north central Oklahoma has lifted up into Kansas for now. That's where we expect bulk of the rain to be over the next few hours. So if you're about to head out for your Wednesday, it is 67 degrees, definitely a little bit cool, but for this time of year, that's actually very warm when you put it into perspective. 70 in Arcadia, 72 in Jones, 68 in Wellston. It's 74 in Fairview, 73 in Lawton. Winds south breeze today. The cold front, the north wind takes hold tonight into tomorrow. So summer light at 1 o'clock, already 88. By 4 o'clock, 92. If you're heading to the state fairgrounds, we hope to see you. Gate 1 is where the News 9 tent and booth will be, and many News 9ers will be out there starting early this morning at 10 when the gates do open up. 83 in Alva, a little cooler due to cloud cover, rain, and storms developing versus the 90s for the rest of the region. There's two lows that we're watching. Look at the big kind of wide trough that's spinning over Colorado, over Wyoming, and then the next storm coming in from Canada pushing south. These two kind of merge and bring us waves of rain and storms through Friday midday. This afternoon, future next gen, here go the storms in the northwest. A few isolated storms are possible outside of that main complex. That complex complex goes on through the evening with a wind and a hail threat. Some pockets of heavy rain. This is where the rain has been all summer long. The Panhandle and in the Northwest. You're getting it again this evening into tonight. Watch how this pivots around the low and we continue with rain. As far as central and southern Oklahoma, rain's hard to come by. Chances are in the slight category until midday tomorrow. They ramp up for a while, for a few hours. Thursday does not look like a washout, but some thunderstorms possible. Those move out and we'll still have a chance for rain early on Friday. Kind of break that down statewide. 20% chance OKC, Ardmore, Ada, Lawton, 80% chance from Woodward to Alva, and this is where trackers will be monitoring those storms for a wind and a hail threat. The tornado threat today, it's very low in the Panhandle. It's slightly higher where the low-level jet and the low-level winds could create some wind shear. That's a little more favorable. So overall, very low tornado threat today. Tonight, not expecting severe weather, but rain continues in the Northwest. Lows tonight will fall down into the mid-60s, and now that takes us to your Thursday afternoon. 70s, 80s, and then 90s to the south, north wind for a while, and with the clouds around, the rain around, temperatures when it starts to rain will likely drop into the 60s in many areas where you have sunshine, you're hotter, and then for Friday, we are in the 80s. As far as how much rain we're expecting, many areas 1/4 of an inch. Some bullseyes will have 1 inch to maybe even 2 inches when it's all said and done, and that forecast does take you through Sunday because we're expecting more rain Saturday night into Sunday, and the next cold front arrives on Monday. Back to you guys.
All right, Lacey, thanks so much. More headlines right now. A McCurtain County jail supervisor is the first to face criminal charges in a case that would lead to a scandal for that county's leadership. Our Kylie Dedman is live in Muskogee outside the district court building with the latest on this case. Kylie, good morning.
Robin, good morning. Christopher Johnson is expected to plead guilty this afternoon to federal charges related to an attack on an inmate at the McCurtain County Jail back in 2021. Johnson was a jail supervisor during that time. Now, court documents show Johnson faces charges for allegedly orchestrating an assault on inmate Roper Harris while he was in custody and not helping Harris get any medical attention. Now, this case resurfaced after the release of a secret audio in 2023 showing McCurtain County officials talking about lynching black people, killing 2 local reporters, and making a joke about a lady who died in a fire. McCurtain County Gazette reporters were originally in the meeting to investigate Harris's attack and left the recorder on when they left the room. Now, while the Oklahoma Attorney General's office later said the recording had been altered and found no criminal wrongdoing, the fallout led to Commissioner Mark Jennings' resignation and Sheriff Kevin Clardy losing his re-election bid. Johnson is the first to be charged, and again, that meeting is happening this afternoon at 1:30. We're waiting to see if any others will be indicted. Reporting live in Muskogee, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
All right, that hearing in federal court is in Muskogee at 1:30 this afternoon. We will be there and let you know what happens.
6:50 is your time right now. Getting a check of the roadways as you're heading out the door this morning. Meteorologist Megan Gold standing by. Hey, Megan.
Hey, good morning, Colby. Oklahoma skies are gorgeous this morning. This is the view from our Norman camera. Good morning to all of you in Norman. Of course, more clouds off into northern Oklahoma where we do have a few thunderstorms, as Lacey mentioned. If you're coming in from the north side, Broadway extension, a little congested as you would expect this time of morning, but no accidents there. A little farther to the south, I-235 at 5th Street, and then starting to see a little bit of a slow going spot in I-35 just off to the north from that ODOT camera. There it is. Speeds reduced anywhere from about 60 to down to about 40 miles per hour. No accidents there, which is good news, but that's really our only slow going spot right now into Oklahoma City. Your drive times from all other directions are good to go. Guys, over to you.
You ready to hug a cow?
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be the best day ever.
Well, sometimes you just need a hug from a cow. Yeah, one Oklahoma farm offering cow cuddling sessions. Amanda Taylor got some loving in. And then our Lacie Swope took her family to go visit Oklahoma's WMA's wildlife management areas and all the things they have to offer. This is part of our next Oklahoma's Own Originals. It's called Fall Adventures. You can watch it Monday night at 7 p.m. Don't miss it right here on News 9. We're back after this.
Lacey looks serious.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you join us today at 9 a.m. on the Coca-Cola porch, the Carpenter Square Theater, highlighting some new local talent. What's playing right now, how you can grab some tickets. It's at 9 a.m. this morning.
All right, you gotta check out this video of a foul ball hitting a man's drink.
Oh my God.
All over him.
What just happened?
Is there not a net there? I guess it did hit the net. Okay.
Watch.
Boom.
It hit his cup, though, that he had.
The
Watch.
foam exploding on his face.
He was a good sport, though. Look at him. He's like, okay.
Hopefully somebody felt bad and got him a new drink.
He was laughing pretty hard. That was good.
Well, that's because he'd already had a few of them.
He's like,
oh, well, there goes another.
you gotta laugh sometimes. There you
Can you
go.
imagine the drive home? Officer, I swear a foul ball hit me.
You won't even believe it.
I'll get the video for you. Make it a great day. That's hilarious.